Lieutenant Chui. I'm Ungla, and welcome to the video for today. So, this video is going to be about my thoughts on Duolingo. Now, when it was a new concept, Duolingo was an interesting app, an interesting idea. But now, the quality of its services is questionable, to say the least. Now, I've been using Duolingo off and on, but currently, for the past 2 years, I've been using it. And now, I think I have enough, knowledge of how the service works to base a valuable opinion on it. Now, I've done most of the courses on Duolingo for the English-speaking side, but needless to say, the main one I've been doing was the Esperanto course. Now, I think it's a fantastic idea that language learning apps offer an Esperanto course, but the quality of, the course is questionable. It's not like Learnew's quality or, the quality of, memorized decks out there. And you simply cannot learn, Esperanto or any language by knowing, the phrases like, la, me bella, bebo, danzas. Because where are you going to need that? It is to help you remember better. But honestly, shouldn't you be learning the 1,000 most commonly used words? So that way you have a basis in that language where you can learn the grammar once you know the words to apply the grammar to. That is just my thoughts, my opinion on that. Because you know what? If you learn the 1,000 most commonly spoken words, it'll make, learning the language a little bit more easier. Yeah, it's a little bit more work, but it's worth it in the end, right? Now, Esperanto, you gotta learn the root words. And once you learn that, makes learning the language a hell of a lot more easier, in my opinion. That's how it was for me, at least. But everyone's different when it comes to learning. Some people are, slower or take more time, and others learn quickly. They absorb more. So, at the end of the day, I suggest, people not use Duolingo solely for their language learning purposes. Duolingo, right? Ever since they introduced, leaderboards, people have not been taking the app seriously. Not only that, but they don't really listen to their, user base, with terms of, how to, improve the app, the website, the service, because there are languages out there that people want to learn, like Croatian, Serbian, Bosnian, Icelandic. There's another one I could think of that I've been seeing on Duolingo for a while now. It was like pulling teeth with them to add, Finnish. They could potentially add, more common like Edo and Lojban and Interlingua, But yet, they were, focused more on, the main languages and some random smaller languages like Irish, which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that they're trying to keep those languages alive, but are people really going to take the time to want to learn those languages? Duolingo is a great, stepping stone for people to discover a language that they like. But yet, those courses, right? Especially on the smaller languages like, Navajo. The course is so short, you could simply breeze through it in a day. And you could probably gold that the tree as well, and claim to have beaten that course all the way. But Duolingo services, they're good for what they are for a beginner, but I wouldn't say to solely rely on Duolingo. No. And in the leaderboards, right, you have a lot of competition that goes on, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just try to get number one on their leaderboard and don't even bother learning the language, or they're using a language that they already know, fluently, or at least somewhat fluently, to achieve a lot of XP, the breezing through the tree, and it's just not really fair for those that are actually taking the time to learn the language that they want to learn, the language that they want to study, the language that you wanted to learn for a while now, but just didn't know how to approach it. I could keep going on and on about how I just simply don't like Duolingo. Those are my thoughts, and I'll see you in my next video. Gis la revido. Yeah, get me, Koi.